Hey guys, welcome back and welcome if this is your first time joining us. Thank you so much. I appreciate your presence. So of course, you know, if this is your first time watching or you've been watching but you've not subscribed, as I always say, kindly consider subscribing. But of course, if you've been watching, hey, thank you so much. And that means that you've subscribed, I'd assume. But for my people, those who have subscribed, thank you so much for always supporting the channel and supporting me. Thank you so much for that. So just a polite reminder, a polite request to you guys, kindly like the video, smash the like button, and of course if you have contrary opinions to my reaction, of course you know what you always do, you just come to the comment section and we talk about it. Yeah, so that's why I prefer you like before we continue, because there is always an alternative of expressing your contrary opinions, you understand? So for my moderators, thank you so much for always coming through when the videos premieres, because you're always a vibe out there. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. And of course for everyone that always shares their comments in the comment section, and you always smash the like button anytime you watch a video that I upload. Thank you so much for that, honestly. Thank you. And of course, I've noticed that for the past 2 weeks, I've seen the likes. Thank you so much for that. So guys, let's get to the video. Before we get to the video of the day, I just watched a video by Nivea Jr. And I was like, Nivea, are you okay? Because this is what he said. They were going to Leech House. If you've been to the coastal parts, especially, not even especially, if you've been to Watamu, you know Leech House. Leech House is just a beachfront, can I say restaurant that will give you the beautiful sunsets. It's just, let me say basic, honestly. Beautiful views, but it's like going to an hotel in town. And for davyjnr to claim that, yeah, this is my dream destination, this is my dream. And I'm like, you use the term dream very loosely. So in the same footage, this is what exactly I wanted to talk about in their video, especially this, or rather this to be specific.
So I'm paying the service via M-Pesa. Inakuja how much?
300.
Remi wasimpizana mzuri. Kaniambia 200 sasa unasema 300.
Huku ni mbali bana for
hivi. Hapana, nilikwambia kaniambia 200. Sasa hivi tumefika hapo nasema 300. Kwa si vizuri.
Ulikuwa
umeniambia 200 mwanzo.
Kai.
Sema tu kweli. Ulikuwa umesema hivyo? Ulikuwa umesema ama ukusema?
Nilikuwa mimi nafikiri mimi ni pale, kumbe ni
wapi kwenda uko na una Joyce.
Rogers.
Ngoja nikufahamu.
Okay.
Mimi nimesema amekuwa hapa sasa hivi.
Nimemwaitia 250.
Alafu tunafika hapa nasema
David. Sasa David ngalo ukimaliza utanishtua kama.
Sawa. Asante. Okay, guys.
Kushtua tu umebadilika kama
Remy.
No,
Big betrayal from Remy.
I mean, I don't like that.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
When you say something, you have to maintain it. Not when you get there, you change your mind.
Exactly.
That's okay, so I'm not calling him.
Remy, you are fired.
Where?
Yeah, I think Lambo is now so known for fighting with conductors, with drivers, with public service vehicles, including the motorbike. So I know if you don't understand Swahili, you might not understand what she said. I hope I shared the entire footage, because this is what she was saying. Oh, basically cursing. Yeah, that is what she was doing, because she claims that she asked the amount from wherever they stay to that Leech House, and the person claimed that it's supposed to be around $2, but when they got there, the person charged the two of them $2 around 20 cents. So that's even a lot. Mwango claims that they talked with the driver, with the owner of that motorbike. The amount the person accepted to take them at around $1.80, but when they got there, the person charged them around $2. So Mwango lost it. She was cursing like big time. oh, you're so stupid, you're a fool, you're this and that. And I'm like, wow, this is a superstar. This is also something else that Nivea said. Nivea said that the sister is a superstar. Yes. And I'm like, wow. Nivea Jr. By the way, guys, I don't know if you watch David Jr.'s videos, but I personally find them not interesting, because you might take the term interesting wrongly. I find them unreal, because he just talks like crazy words. Oh, I'm with the superstar. Like, seriously, it's not even a joke. Yeah, it was my dream. We are going to my dream. We are going to my dream destination. It's just a freaking hotel, not even a hotel, a restaurant. So that is what Nivea said, a superstar. And when I saw Mwango cursing at a motorbike driver because of 20 cents, because they were fighting because of 20 cents. deemwango claims that that person overcharged them by 20 cents. I know, don't come for me, because if you come from Kenya, 20 cents can be a lot, depending on who you are. Like for us, we are not superstars, that is a lot. But for Mwango, a whole superstar, hey, that will be funny. And what are you doing using a motorbike as a means of transport, and you're a superstar? Let's start there, because when I heard Nivea Jr. claiming that she's a superstar, even Mwango considers herself as a superstar, because she calls the dog Matt a celebrity dog. These people are just very delusional.
In this generation, I believe that being delusional is one of the key factors to be happy. Remember guys, staying delulu is the solulu.
So, that is it about these two. Delusional in their own world. In their own freaking world. So, let's leave them alone. We come back. We come back to Mura Senso before we head to Nasto, because Nasto, this is day 8 since the dogs were stolen, and they're still riding on these stolen dog. Nasto is also coming for the positive reactors. Before we come to that part, let's go to Mura Senso, then we'll come back to Nasto. So I just watched a video by Mura Senso, and this is what he was saying. Oh guys, you know, I'm a very honest person. Like Mura Senso is Senso, the thing that I take pride. I take pride on being an honest person. I was watching him and I'm like, these people are just jokers. Like, you really joke, Mura. You really joke. You're really a joker, because Senso is so far from being honest. Honestly, like, what? Senso is the same person that was given money to give to African Tea, never did, but is busy marketing himself as a honest human being. So that aside, he claims that they'll be moving to the village because they now have every travel document, but they're still waiting for a document. There's a document they're waiting, and I'm like, Mura, can you be straightforward? Can you make sense? Because you're not making sense. At some point he'll be like, no, we are okay, we are just waiting for the driving license by Madam P. The next day he'll be like, no, there's a document, a government document that we are waiting. And I'm like, this guy, the passport the passport is really giving Mura Senso headaches. But I believe maybe, I don't think he has received the passport. But then I was watching a video by I've forgotten the name of this reactor. She made an assumption that they might have gotten married. Yes. Guys, do you remember that? Yeah, it was Coco Mama, yeah. So, you remember that time that, not even that time, 2 days ago when they went to Buenos Aires. You remember I came out here and we gave our reactions regarding to Rosio exposing herself to have begged for a laptop, and an African American brought it for her. The same African Americans that she claimed to not like them. And on Mura's side, he was claiming that, oh, we paid in cash. That is what I talked about on that specific video. But now when I watched Coco Mama's reaction about them getting married, I was like, I have to bring it out here. And I want to get your own opinion, guys. Because this person went with Romina. Can they, like, what is the reason that can justify Mura, Madam Parasite, and Romina going together? You understand? You remember I came out here and I was questioning, like, if they were going to pick a laptop, why did these two go with Romina? You remember I talked about that? And when I watched that assumption, I was like, yeah, it makes sense. Maybe they went to Buenos Aires and Romina was the witness. That makes perfect sense. Guys, what do you think? Do you think that is the case? Because if that is the case, then this passports thing by Mura must have been too hard for him, because for him to accept to marry someone, basically to distribute, to share 50-50 his wealth with Rosio, that must be so hard. You understand? Because it's just a few days ago he came out here and he was like, marrying Rosio is not a problem, but you also have to consider that if I marry her, we have to share what I worked for all these years. But which I found really funny. Can you imagine dating someone you have a kid with, and they are very, very bold to come out here in public and tell people that I cannot marry that person I'm living with, I have a child with, because I might have to share my property with them. Yes, that is a fact. It should be something you discuss openly, but on the internet, I'd feel some type of way. But I'm that person that will be like, yeah, let everyone take care of their own wealth. But in this case, I feel like I would have felt some kind of way. You understand? Because he's like, hell no. He's like, hell no. I'm not about to share my property with someone with none. Which is a fact, but for him to come out here and talk like that in public, that aside, guys, I gave you the context because I'd like to know what you think about this. Do you think that is what happened? Guys, do you think Mura got married to Madam P in the capital city of Argentina? What do you think, guys? Because I was like, yeah, that really makes sense. But is it something that Mura can really do? Considering that that means they got married in Argentina, and the marriage laws in that country ties Mura. Like, the consequences will be dealt by the Argentinian laws. You know. Because of course, you know, that will favor Rosio, because I'd assume that their divorce benefits the woman. The divorce benefits will favor the woman, as opposed to Kenya, where you get divorced, you take what you brought to the relationship. In this case, should they get divorced, assuming that they really, really got married, Rosio will not pick anything from Mura, because she came with her clothes, not even a lotion. So that is the Kenyan law, which I really love, honestly. Because, yeah, take what you brought to the relationship. Why would you pick on someone that worked so hard for what they have? But now, guys, we are talking about Rosio and Mura. What do you think? Do you think they got married? And what is your reaction to that? Do you think that Mura has been played? Is playing with fire? Because, of course, you know, guys, I've never gotten divorced. I don't know about that. I'm so far from that. I've never walked that path that will lead to that, you understand? But I've always known, it's a public knowledge that when you divorce with someone, you get to that point, that is when you know how vile someone that you've lived with, you've had babies with, can be. You know, like, that person will become unrecognizable. So do you think Mura set himself to to a difficult situation? Do you think that Rosio really caught him real good, assuming that they got married? Because I'm trying to imagine, if I'm not coming out here to wish anything bad on them, like they divorce or something, but I'm just thinking, should that happen, before the positive reactors, you rush to the comment section, oh, you're wishing them. No, that's not what I said. I said it's a possibility. Any marriage, it's a possibility, regardless of the vows. Oh, I vow to. No, it's a possibility. And nowadays you talk about it. Should it happen, what will you take? What will you not take? So guys, I'm thinking that if Mura did that, he is begging now. Can you imagine the begging that will happen? Should that happen, and Rosio has to take a half of what Mura built for all these years? So personally, should you ask me, do you believe they really did get married? I think so, honestly, guys, because the way they moved to Argentina, to Buenos Aires so fast to get married, I'd assume they went with Romina, and they were very secretive about what they went to do, because whatever reason they gave, yes, but it doesn't justify for them. It doesn't make it. It's so hard to believe that they took Romina to Buenos Aires for that reason. I'm blabbing a lot. Let me know what you think about that. Let's move to Nasto. The green snake in green grass. So this is what we are talking about. Nasto has come out here to drag the positive reactors, because I saw one of them coming out here to be like, yeah, Nasto can do whatever he wants. Nasto blah, Nasto B, Nasto C, Nasto D. Of course, defending him. Now this is what Nasto had to say about that.
Some time back, guys, we lost our favorite dogs here, but now the story took a turn. And you know me, I don't like to really come out every day and defend myself and say, oh, it was this way, this guy is saying. No, that one I leave for the other team to battle against themselves. So
basically throwing the positive reactors under the bus. But now this is what I have to say about that. I believe that Nasto did not get the memo from Mura, because you remember Mura came out here initially, told the negative reactors to F off because he didn't employ them to defend him on anything. But later he came out here and took back his words and told them, you can continue because you're not harming my name. Which, if I was in his shoes, I'll still stand by. I didn't employ you, because should you just judge when you're so sober without any feelings or favor? You know, positive reactors in the picture is not favoring Mura. In fact, it hurts Mura, because we come out here and I'm like, Mura, why didn't you pay African tea her money? Positive reactor will come out here. Neo said Senso did not pay African tea. How sure is she? She should mind her own business, you know. So it magnifies the fact that Mura did not, or the allegation that, which is a fact, that he did not pay African tea. He owes African tea her money. You understand? He owes. What kind of English is that? He owes African tea. Full stop. So coming back to Nasto, because of course, you know, he came out here telling people that, yeah, these reactors should get a job. He knew, or rather he heard from Mura, that Mura is not happy with the positive and negative reactors. But now he didn't watch Mura when he came out here to retract his thought on positive reactors and gave them the green flag to continue reacting. So Nasto being a green snake in green grass, Nasto being kujipendekeza in English is Nasto being smooth operator, you know, he wants to be recognized by Mura. He wants to side with Mura so that he can gain the favor from Mura's subscribers. You know which kind of favor? The donations. he wants to be in the good side with Mura, he'll come out and reinforce what Mura said. You understand? Because of course, you know, now they still, I believe that they have, or rather he has a shaky relationship with Mura, because Mwango came out here and she was like, I don't F with Nasto for whatever reason. People claim that deemwango was claiming Nasto, and Nasto was like, no, I'm not effing with you. So, but personally, honestly, after watching him for a while, I think that Mwango caught, or rather understood, Nasto's nature. He slithers, like Nasto is a smooth operator. Like Mwango maybe recognized that, hey, this person is just a pretender. He doesn't like us or anything. He didn't like us in the past. He's just out here pretending, trying to come close to us because he wants to benefit, social media wise, you know. He wants to get some clout from us. He wants to get some subscribers from us. Honestly, that's how I believe. I honestly don't believe that Mwango wanted Nasto. I don't. Let me know what you think about that, because that is the word on the streets, that Mwango wanted Nasto, and Nasto was like, no, I don't want you. So personally, I believe that Nasto was that kind of a person. When you were young, there's always a family that is rich. You're there, there are some below. I believe Nasto was that kind of a person that will not even greet you because you're not in the same level. By then, that is what Lambo said. Nasto would greet one of our friends. This is what Lambo said. Nasto would meet Lambo with another girl. Nasto would greet the other girl and not greet Mwango. And not greet Mwango. That is what she said, by the way. And Nasto also came out here to refute that, no, I didn't do that intentionally. I didn't do that to spite you or something. I really believe that is what transpired, honestly. I believe Mwango on this. Am I saying Mwango is a good person? Hell no. I'm just saying that in this case, I believe Lambo. So, having said that, I think that Nasto came out here to throw the negative, the positive reactors under the bus, because he just wants to side with Mura. He craves attention from Mura. That is why he came out here to claim that, oh, this negativity, I leave it to the other team to argue within themselves, between themselves, positive and negative reactors. I'm very sure that Nasto, if Nasto watches and realizes that Mura entertains the positive reactors, he'll come out here and support the positive reactors simply because he doesn't have a stand. He's just out here to please any Dick and Harry. He's out here to please Mura and gain from Mura. And I really support Mwango when she comes out here and claims that this person ain't no good. That is why she went to the bush. Bush Biba. That is why Mwango, aka Bush Biba, went to the bush to ambush Nasto. That was not the only thing that transpired. Nasto, of course, to date, the latest one, they were having a conversation with the wife, an official, I don't know, and Miss Flay, the wife now. That one has a diarrhea mouth. That one is brothers and sisters with Senso, because she even acknowledges that fact. It's a fact because she acknowledged. This is what she kept saying, oh guys, you know me, I have a mouth. Oh, Nasto tells me to shut up, and I'm like, that's not something to be so proud of. Especially if you want to come out and claim the high role, you know, the high position. Oh, these people are miserable, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, really? Have you seen any reactor coming out here to beg the way you guys do? Because on the recent video, I even saw them coming out here to thank the people that have donated since the dogs were stolen. So I really believe that Miss Flay should have several seats, because anyone that comes out and lives off donations should not be addressing anyone. Not even the donors, because who are you addressing? You should just be begging and shutting the F up, because that is what you should be doing. So Miss Flay also continued to say that, oh, some of them are old, blah blah blah. And I'm like, how old is Nasto? Nasto is in his 40s. Is 40 being old? No. I'm just saying that Miss Flay, have some several seats. You talk a lot, which people can do whatever they want to do, but you know, sometimes guys, reactors will really talk. Let us do what we have to do, you know, what we want to do, but sometimes sometimes when someone talks a lot, you can easily judge if you're just a dumb or not. Have you ever talked and you're like, what the hell was I saying? That was Miss Flay. Just have some several seats. So something else that I picked up from that video that I watched of Nasto and the wife, Nasto claimed that that dog must have been stolen because someone might have been giving the dog some food on the gate.
So the guy was outside the gate. From me, what I really think is this person has been, it's been a habit. Yeah, he was, because he knows when the dogs are inside, they cannot bite him from out. Yeah. So maybe he was giving them the food from time to time through the gate, maybe for a month, making the dogs friendly and stuff.
And I'm like, wow, this is another one. He claims to love dogs, but for your dog to accept food from a stranger goes to show that you don't feed your dogs, but you're out here. Guys, the Muzungus that are donating to us, thank you. Just know that I love dogs, okay? I really love dogs. Are we together? But your dog was being fed by thieves at the gates. Hey. Number one, when your dog is good, like really fed well, they'll never take food from a stranger. And I'm like, this was a German Shepherd taking food from strangers. They must have been really, really, really angry for them to do that. So finally, Nasto claims that he might take the reactors to the police. Yes. And I'm like, wow, who do you think you are exactly? Because in Kenya, for someone to take you to a police station, that means they are corrupt. Because if someone is misbehaving out here, you take them to court, not to the police station. Because that is civil. That is civil, because you're claiming defamation, or what are you claiming? Reactors stole your dog? Guys, let's watch you tell me what he's talking about.
Things in their mind.
It's only that Nasto doesn't like police here and there, going here and there. Trust me, because the videos that you're also doing, you know, in one way or the other, if I go and present your videos, maybe to the police, because I've said that my dogs were stolen, and then someone goes and says that the dogs maybe were sold, you know, you can be even called in a court.
Were you there when we are selling those dogs?
What I mean is that they're playing with a case that is even in the police. Because you can even be someone. Me, I can go there and say my dogs were stolen, but this guy is saying he knows maybe where the dogs are. So kindly, Mr. Policeman, let's call this guy so that he can take us to maybe where the dogs are.
Yeah.
You know, don't just do videos just because you just want to maybe entertain yourself.
To entertain yourself.
At the end of the day, maybe get something.
Me.
So just be careful.
That's so bad.
When you're dealing with some issues that are in the police custody, because the case is still under investigation.
Yeah.
So maybe the videos that you're also doing, maybe you can take them and say, oh, so this guy is saying something about this. It's like maybe a murder case. You just do maybe a joke with it and you say, oh,
for fun.
Yeah, for fun.
You think it's funny. You think it's funny.
Don't just see Nasto relaxing here and saying, this guy can just talk anything about him and he can't do anything. Yeah,
just say, by the way, you know, me, I'm also learning from you, because, you know, with me, I always talk, and by then Nasto is the one who always tell me, just lay low.
Yeah, we don't have to overreact on every Tom, Dick and Harry.
So, yeah, exactly. but there are some people whom I see, okay, according to me, like, there's no need of reasoning with them.
Yeah.
Like, if such like a big person, like someone even much older than me, thinking like that way. So who am I? I'm even supposed to be their daughter or his daughter or her daughter, and they are attacking us.
You are a liar,
why should I even reason?
Yeah, that's why I was really saying that I think YouTube is becoming.
So if you think we sold our dogs, then that's according to you.
Yeah, basically this is what he said. Reactors are claiming that I didn't steal my dog. I did this and that. I might have to take them to the police so that they tell us where the dogs are. What are you trying to say? Personally, I came out and claimed that that dog was not stolen simply because you did not show the CCTV camera, did you? In the same video, guys, Miss Flay kept telling him to show the CCTV, but Nasto was not comfortable with that. He lied to the wife that I'll show them. At the end of the video, he didn't. At the end of the video, he claimed that whether I show them, I don't show them, they'll keep talking. I think they stayed that part that I'll show them, but didn't, because there's no footage. That dog was not stolen, period. They did what they had to do to just get an opportunity to cry on the internet and manipulate the pensioners for them to feel bad for you and send you some money privately, the way you claim. Those people that are still reaching out to us, thank you so much. And for those that are criticizing us, we might take you to the police station. Which one? You think everyone is comes from that village? Those Nyabwanze residents that you keep taking them from the one police station to another because you're misusing, no, you're taking advantage of them not having that much money, using the money that you're being donated to abuse, that word, to mistreat the villagers. Several seats, Nasto. You're not taking anyone to the police station. You think everyone else is just out here. You can just hold reactors so that you tell the police station, so that you tell the police. Which kind of a case is that? Doing a case, Nasto, just shut up. Show people the CCTV footage. Show them the thieves moving around the compound, feeding your dogs at the gate. Because you claim that the CCTVs at the gate and they were feeding your dogs at the gate. Show them, show us that receipt. Without that, seats, several. Guys, that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time watching and you've not subscribed, you can go ahead and subscribe, especially if you enjoy this kind of content. But if you've been watching, you're subscribed. Thank you so much for that. And a polite request again, kindly smash the like button before you leave. And if you're watching while it premieres, thank you so much for that. And don't forget to come back and drop anything in the comment section. It could be a flower, a purple heart emoji, or just your comment. And thank you for watching while it premieres. For the moderators of the day, the person that will moderate, or the people that will moderate, the moderators that will moderate today's premiere, thank you so much in advance. And that is it for today. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Until that next one, peace. Bye.